A program designed to help indigenous children in Seattle Public Schools is ending. The district canceled it, and the organization that runs the program is disputing the reasons why. The Urban Native Education Alliance runs Clear Sky, which provides tutoring, mentorship, and cultural activities, and the goal is academic success and overall wellness. It's been around since 2008 and is part of, again, the Urban Native Education Alliance. I reached out to Seattle Public Schools to get their take on why it decided to end this program, and they said it was due to non-compliance to SPS school and community partnership requirements that are part of board policy. Here's a portion of their statement. It says, quote, despite an extraordinary amount of effort SPS put forth, UNEA was unable to meet the basic requirements of an aligned partnership. SPS worked with the organization's leadership in many in-person meetings through emails and by phone calls in order to bring the goals of the school and practices of the organization into alignment. I reached out to someone from the Urban Native Education Alliance, and they say they aren't sure where these allegations are coming from. They say this is ongoing trauma to their community, and they still haven't received a response from SPS to their questions about this. And I did get the official letter that they were sent from Seattle Public Schools, and they just cite that they were wanting some basic information from the organization about the number of students and what the goals are, and that they didn't receive those. And again, the organization's disputing that that was the issue.
Well, at the end of the day, who suffers from that? You know, who is affected by that? The kids. So.
Right.
Okay.
Kiddos.
Okay. Thanks, Angela.